The Colorado State Rams taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Colorado State's offense takes the field to start this game off. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that.
The Rams heading quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Aggies offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming in this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveball.
Turns on the Jets. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. The run from the shotgun. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds some fresh air. Turning it on. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. And the Rams come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off play action on first down. With the catch, it's Barry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Rams in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Rams will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's loose. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff to the lone back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
How about the coverage by the defense? It's almost like they knew they were running a curl route, sitting on the route, doing a good job of seeing the quarterback, breaking on the football. This defense is dialed in to no matter what you throw at.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barry. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Might as well give it to him again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Forward. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from the defense. You're expecting runs, second and goal. You got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, This yard marker right here, you've got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that second down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paulo.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
From the gun. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Going right to work up top. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's good for a fighting Texas A&M.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give to the back. Across the 35. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paulo, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Rams want to move quickly. Off play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Rams will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggie! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Rams can really attack on this second and short.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
The give from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And that one's incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of got people on herd. We expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to park it right around the 20. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Using his legs, it's Reeder. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's complete on the right side. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Hand off from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Rush is on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggie.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him lose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. That's caught. It's buried. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Rams will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And they come up with an explosive play there. The quarterback had exactly what he wanted. Man coverage, safety in the middle of the field, so he throws the go route to the outside, finds his best one-on-one matchup. And how about the speed and the ability to track that football and give this offense a jolt?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And we're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
There he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And the Rams will send out the punt unit. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Reeder. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for the this offense.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
Fires to the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Catch in the middle. It's Vasquez. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got it on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Gonna swing it on second down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Aggie! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They'll run this play from the pistol. He leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
Under fire. Finds his man. It's Clements. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Rams line up to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be fit. They're trying to stay on the field. There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Vasquez. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Barry. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Rams come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Makes the grab, it's Barry. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Rams look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
The play-action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense offense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Liberty rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Lynchburg. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
Flying down the right side. The tag.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get...
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Right back to the well. Running into the open space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Clements. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They booted away on 4th down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. He leaves it with his back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time.
That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets a pass to Marker. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Plucks it out of the air. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
That's good for
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Well, I think these guys have gone completely mental. They have lost their minds. The punt team is on the field, and they're in the red zone. Punt is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And wings it incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
To the air. It's Lawrence. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Rams will line up to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Complete downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Vasquez. They'll make the stop, but that first down onto Eisen, they should be able to kneel this one out.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense.
And the defense is not fooled. That trick play blown up. Couldn't get the pass off, and they are fortunate the football didn't come loose. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Vasquez. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.
Pass interference. Defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.